Yeah, okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning, first of all. I'm working for a MNC as a success factors consultant. Later, I'll explain you what is success factors and what is the role of success factors in the emerging IT field. First of all, thank you all for joining. May I know how many of you are from IT background and non-IT background? It doesn't matter, just I'm asking. Hello. Yeah, please respond. This should be like an interactive class. It's just a overview regarding the success factors. What I'm going to tell you now. Hello, non-IT. Okay, good. Okay, let's leave it from here. It doesn't matter when from which background you are into. Actually, the information what I came to know from Sandeep is that you are all from a recruiting team. Correct me if I am wrong. Is it that Sandeep? These people are from recruiting team, I guess, right? Yes, yes. So it will be very easy for you to be into this success factors domain. Actually, what success factors will do is it will entirely take up the responsibility of any organization, maybe like any company. It may be a manufacturing company, it may be a marketing company, it may be something like other unit, any company, any organization. It will help the organization from hiring to firing. From hiring to firing. Hiring means you know what is called hiring. So, for example, if Sandeep is running an organization, he needs some few people, maybe in different technologies, like into marketing people, into 10 members into marketing area, and some other into different manufacturing unit, and some into helping division, and into some other into IT sector. Maybe he requires some 50 people into different areas. What Sandeep will do at this scenario? Can anyone help me on this? So, for example, I am telling Sandeep is running a company. He requires 50 members for his organization to run it smoothly. What he will do? Yeah, yeah, outsource, or maybe you'll advertise. First of all, before outsourcing, you need to know what are the areas which are vacant. Okay, first of all, you will tell your manager that we need some 50 people into different areas. So you will propose a requisition to your manager. So he will create a requisition for each of the roles, whichever are required. After the roles are created, he will come to you for your approval. Sir, these are the documents I have developed for these positions. Could you please approve? Sandeep will look into that and he will go to the paper or the file whichever bought by his manager, and Sandeep immediately sign on that file and he will approve. Once Sandeep approves only, it will be posted. Posted in the sense it will be advertised either through social media or either through a newspaper. Okay, or any blogs like Naukri blog or Byte or Shine, you may know like LinkedIn. These are all the blogs or what I can say job portals. Job portals. They'll advertise in job portals or job boards, we can say. So you people who are in aspiring of a new job will look into that job board. If that job description in the sense qualification, experience, and your background, if it suits for your career, that is background, you will apply for that job. Is it right, guys? What I'm saying? This is the actual thing. What is happening in real life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Once manager approves, the job will be posted into different job boards like in Naukri or LinkedIn. So you'll come across that when you're searching for a job. Say for example, you are MBA HR, you will be looking for HR domain jobs. Say for example, you are a software developer, you will search for software developer jobs in Bangalore, software developer jobs in Chennai or Hyderabad, like that. So you'll get floods like websites stating that these are the companies hiring for developing job. These are the companies developing, recruiting, hiring for some testing jobs. So you will apply for the respective jobs, right? So after applying, the company will receive a number of applications through this. job boards, either from Naukri or LinkedIn or some internal career site also. So for example, every company will be having a website. In that website, you can see a career sites. If you look into any company website like Hindustan Lever or maybe Mercedes or Ford or something like Honda Motors, any company like Wipro or TCS, okay, ITC. If you open the company website, you can see about the company's future, about the company, about the organization, and like in the places, locations where the organization is located, about the address of the company. And at the last, you can see careers part. There will be a tab like careers. When you click on that careers tab, it will open the opening positions in that particular organization. Like that also, a company can post its own jobs into its own portal other than either Naukri or LinkedIn or some other job portals. Okay. So you can apply directly from that portal also. So first of all, job should be approved and it should be posted. After posting, people like us will apply for that job. Okay, say for example, there is a one position, 100 people are applied, 100 members are applied. What will happen? The concerned manager or the recruiter will screen the profiles. Screening in the sense, filtering the candidates based on the profile, refining the candidates. That is called screening. So out of 100 profiles, you will only select 10 profiles which suits that one position. So these 10 profiles are screened, and for these 10 people's interview will be scheduled, right? Right or wrong? Just guys, please respond. Don't be
Yes, sir. Yes,
silent.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay. Okay, interview will be scheduled. So after interview, you'll be called for interview and will be offered and you'll join the company. After joining the company will ask for some documents like your family member details, like your bank details to deposit your salary, family member details like in order to nominate your nominees or dependents, and they'll ask for your PF account to deposit your PF every month, and after that your details will be stored in the system, and every month your salary will be generated for few months based on your performance. Some bonus will be given to you, that is called performance bonus. Some additional compensation, every year your salary get hiked or some additional benefits will be provided. Okay, this all will be into the system. They'll run completely into the system. So this entire process, like from posting a job to hiring a candidate and maintaining the profile of candidate, like every month pay scales, like bonus and compensation, every year increment percentages, everything will be completely automated through the system, which is called our success factor system. Just it is an inbuilt system, nothing to do with that. It is already a built system. No system architect is required, no coding is required to run this system. As a consultant, as a success factors consultant, you will be called as implementation consultant or configuration consultant. You need to configure the system, just configurational changes as per the requirement of the customer, as per the requirement of the customer. Say for example, Sandeep is your customer, he is using the success factor system. Okay, you will be the consultants of that success factor system. As per the requirement of Sandeep, you need to configure the system, how the recruitment portal should be. Say for example, how many stages of interview should be there. So for example, one company, they will complete their interview process in a single round, but Sandeep requires the interview should happen in 4 rounds. Initial round, second round, third round, fourth round should be the final round. After the interview, all the profiles should reach to the table of CEO. Okay, like that Sandeep requires. So you will configure the system. So the profile should reach to the interview portal after 4 rounds of interview. Then all the profiles should reach to the Sandeep's approval. After Sandeep's approval, next approval should be there, payment department. Like that, the system to be configured. In after recruiting, the next part is called onboarding part. In onboarding, Sandeep requires, and not only Sandeep, any company, any organization owner as a client, he requires these are the pages to be displayed in onboarding screens. Like we want to capture the first name, the email address of his family members I need to capture. So you'll create a field like email address of the family members. Like that, you need to design the system, you need to configure the system. as per the requirement of the customer. Okay, this entire process which is automated, which is configured in SuccessFactors system. SuccessFactors is the product of SAP. I guess you people might know about SAP. What is SAP and all? SAP is also a platform wherein it will be used into different modules are used in this human resource management only. It's a HCM module. And SuccessFactors is also developed by SAP, but SuccessFactors is entirely a cloud product. SAP is an on-premise product. How many of you know what is a cloud product and what is an on-premise product? Why nowadays cloud products are having that much huge demand rather than on-premise tools?
So whether I'm not sure it's right or wrong.
Yeah, no
Cloud
problem. No, you
is
can. You are open to tell. Yes, please go ahead.
cloud will be virtual material where
Yeah,
this will be physical material.
yeah, you are very close to the answer. I appreciate you. On-premise system is we require a server and we need to install the tool into the server. Okay, and you have to work there, and the data should be maintained in the servers. Whereas a cloud product,
Okay.
server will be maintained somewhere around in the world. Okay, you need to buy some space in the server. Just like you'll open a Gmail account. Gmail will provide you 15 GB of free space, right? That is for personal use. In order to store our images or some important files, Google will provide you 15 GB of free space. In order to manage a company, in order to maintain the data of thousands of people, like their details, like their profiles, like their certifications, which are provided during the onboarding process, and all, store them in the server, we require some terabytes of space, some hundreds of terabytes of space that will be provided by some other companies. They will maintain the data and they'll just provide an URL. With that URL, you can access the application anywhere from the world, provided if you have a good internet connectivity, just like a Facebook web application, just like a Gmail web application, just like a Naukri web application. You no need to install the app. You no need to run the app. Okay, just an URL, a user ID, password is enough to work in your organization to do your job successfully with a simple URL. No need to install the entire tool into your laptop or a desktop and need to go to the office. And the more advantage of SuccessFactors is 80% of SuccessFactors consultants are working from home only. No need to visit office. That is the best point whichever is benefited to SuccessFactors consultant. Not only SuccessFactors, almost all the cloud consultants, they are working from home only. Okay, we have different modules in SuccessFactors, just like recruiting module, onboarding module, compensation module, employee central module. Each and every module has its own importance. A group of all these modules is called a business suite. Each consultant will handle only one module. Some companies, they will ask to work on multiple modules, but 99% of MNCs, they won't allocate two modules for a single consultant. But small companies, they will say, for example, just like in schools, in small schools, a teacher will be asked to teach English, social, and science in order to reduce the cost of the company. Whereas big organizations, they'll allocate only one subject, and even for one module they'll allocate 3 consultants, 4 consultants, just to get the quality in the work. You will be allotted to single client most of the time. Multiple clients also will be assigned. Say for example, for one client, if the system got stabilized, and you will be assigned as a support consultant. Whenever there is an issue in the system, you need to solve that issue, you need to resolve that issue. That part is called a support consultant role, and parallelly you will be assigned to another client wherein you will be part of implementation. So support and implementation are two roles. Sometimes it's our fate, I can say. If you'll be in a part of both support and implementation, or you'll be a part in only support or only into implementation. That will come to know. It depends upon the requirement of the company. No developmentation. We should not use developing word in the success factors. We are just a configuration consultant. We need to configure. The system is already developed. It's built. Just like say for example, you'll be given a new phone. So you want to copy the contacts. You want to set a particular ringtone to particular contact. You want to, change the theme of the mobile. You want to change the backgrounds. Okay, you want to add a pic into your profile, like that. It was already developed application. You need to configure as per the requirement. Simple drag and drops, mapping, configuring. That's all. No need of technical knowledge or programming knowledge, coding knowledge. These are all not required in success factors. Only logics need to be applied.
So here logical thinking is must and should, sir.
Come again, please.
Logical thinking.
Logical in the sense, don't think about more regarding logics. Okay, just the simple conditions will apply.
Simple conditions.
Yes, nothing coding is required. If you require a simple any codings and all for adding conditions, you will get it from Google. No one will ask you for the background knowledge of this coding and all. I'll let you know one thing. See, for example, I'm working for a company wherein I'm working with my manager who is a senior manager. His background is hotel management.
Okay.
Yes. Another person who is MA sociology. He is also into manager position who are earning more than 35 lakhs per annum. It doesn't matter which background you are into.
Is it pressurized job or not?
Yeah, please.
Is it pressurized or not?
Pressure.
Pressure. How is the pressure? To do the
Work
job.
pressure.
Work
May I know
pressure.
who is
Yeah.
your good name, please?
Kiran.
Kiran.
Kiran. Yeah.
Kiran, currently you are working into which company?
I'm not working. I'm teaching field now.
You are into teaching field. I can say there will be a less pressure when compared to teaching. And before joining or before getting into a job, you should not think about the pressure.
Okay.
To be honest, definitely there will be some pressure. It's in your hands to take up the pressure or not. Say if your client, initially your client asks you, your manager will ask you, this is the work will be given to you. Tell me your expectations. Send me your delivery dates. When you can submit. Timelines. He will ask for you the timelines. You will provide the timelines. By 1st, 2nd of September, I can able to complete this up to the task up to this level. By 10th, I can submit the entire work after complete testing. So if you won't do that particular task before 10th or on 10th, if you can't able to submit the task by 10th of the September, definitely your manager will question you. Just like in
Okay.
schools or colleges or other organizations, they won't ask you directly. They'll shoot a mail, including your senior managers and client. Please provide your explanation on this. That's it. You have to take that pressure. So you have provided the timeline and you fail to submit that work on 10th. No one will ask you if you can able to submit by 15th or 20th. But they'll ask for the justification. Why you require 20 days of time for simple task? If you can provide a suitable justification, they'll accept that. But on the expected date, if you fail to submit the task, definitely everyone will question you. Why? Because they are paying you.
Okay.
Many people in IT sector, they are kind of feeling pressure is because of, say, they'll provide the timeline. They won't start the work. They'll start the work before the deadline date or before 2 days of the deadline date. They'll think it's a very simple thing. We can finish it off in 1 or 2 days. And they'll ask for some 10 days of time. They'll buy 10 days of time from the customer. Okay, all these 8 days, they'll waste the time. They'll start working from the 8th day. They will fail to submit on 10th day. If system runs smoothly, nothing will happen. It's a system. It's not a human. Sometimes there will be bugs. Sometimes there will be disturbance in the system. Maybe internet issue. Okay. Maybe some bug in the system. Maybe a code which you are given, a condition which you apply won't work. It will fail to work. You have to find it out. You have to figure it out where the issue is. You need to test for several times. This will take up the time. Then you'll reach into deadline date. Then you'll get mails. You'll get calls from the business and from your manager. You have to answer. So in order to balance these things, household works. Your son will be asking something, manager will be asking something, wife will be asking something, deadline was there. So this is the kind of pressure you face. If you start from the day one after providing the deadlines, your job will be smooth. It will be like a cakewalk. Graduation is enough.
Any
Okay,
graduation.
any graduation is enough. Okay, and you have to be trained. Certification is a part of, sometimes company can provide you the money which is required for certification. Sometimes you have to invest your own money for the certification. Trained and certified candidates as a fresher, if any company absorbs, it depends upon the company. It ranges from 6 to 8 lakhs per annum, minimum of 6 lakhs and maximum of 8 lakhs for a fresher. If you are 2 years experience into the market, you'll get more than 10 lakhs per annum.
AG
Sir, what
BTech
is
people
the
also eligible.
Any BTech.
AG BTech, agricultural BTech
Yes. It's a
also eligible to
graduation,
this.
right? Yes, it's a graduation, right?
Okay.
sir? What is the scope of growth in this field?
Scope of growth. See, every tool has its own growth. As you are choosing the number one product, that is SAP and its cloud product, definitely there is a growth and you'll continue growing in this field. The thing is, you need to upgrade your skills. Say for example, no application will be standalone. They will provide updates every year. You have to update your knowledge accordingly. Say for example, I am using iPhone. Okay, next year they'll release iOS 16 version. I have to adapt that version. What are the new features coming into that next version of OS operating system? I should learn that, how
That
to operate that, like that. System will upgrade based on the requirement of customer. Initially, we don't have HD cameras in our mobiles. Now it got
yes, sir.
upgraded.
Understood.
4K recording, like that. Definitely there will be updations. You have to adapt those updations. You have to upgrade your skills.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I can say MNC companies are of two types, product based and service based. Generally, product based companies, any company, they have to maintain the organization. Maintaining organization is nothing but HCM, human capital management, recruiting, maintaining, providing the salaries, that is human people management. For this people management, no one using Tally or any Excel or maintaining any paperwork. So they are using softwares like Oracle, Workday, like our success factors. These are all the human management, human capital management tools. So every company require one mandatory HCM tool. Like that, our SF success factors is also a human capital management tool. Most of the companies are using success factors only. It's mandatory for all the companies. Until unless there is no business in the world, you won't get jobs. But world will not be with any business. This is the only tool where you don't require the coding knowledge and all. Even though they are using Oracle in some companies, they'll take up success factors also. They'll purchase the license of success factors and they'll use success factors and they will integrate Oracle with success factors. That is another part. Yes. Migration in the sense, say for example, you are using Oracle as human capital management tool in your company. Now you want to switch from Oracle to success factors. So your complete data will be migrated to Oracle to success factors. Your complete configuration requirement will be migrated. How in Oracle it is, how you want it in success factors. That is called migration path. Just like transfer of data and configuration. See, see friends, if you want to see the system landscape also, I can arrange a demo on system landscape, how the system looks like, what we'll do in the real-time system and all. But first of all, I should get questions from you. That questions only will reveal whether you are interested or not. Okay, are you thinking about this one or not? Then I can go ahead with some other things. Don't be silent. Just ask anything, whatever which is rolling out in your mind.
Sir, what is the duration of this course? It is certified.
To get certified, certification, I cannot tell any duration will be there. If you are fine and confident with the subject level, you can take up the certification tomorrow also. It's in your hands. There will be no duration. Course duration, it will take hardly 1 month for each module, 30 days.
So can we
Sir,
learn
how
any one module or multiple modules are required?
It's your wish. You can enter the market with one module, or you can enter the module with marketed with all the 6 modules. If you are good with 6 modules, you will get number of offers. But one module is enough to enter the
Okay.
market. See, after entering into the job, if you enter with one module, you will be in touch with the remaining consultants who are into other modules. Okay, definitely after viewing the system landscape and all, you can learn other modules also very easily. Almost all the modules have their own demand. Sandeep, we cannot tell this is having huge demand, but honestly speaking, easy employee center is having huge demand, but it is heart of the success factors and a bit difficult module. Need to spend much time. As a fresher starting the career, I won't suggest anyone to enter employee central. After understanding the system and all, you can jump into employee central by taking internal training from the company. Initially, you should go with the modules which can be easily understandable. Easy one, I can say recruiting, RMK, recruiting, marketing, compensation, onboarding. I can say onboarding because I am onboarding consultant. It will be very easy for me. Yeah, we have a recruiting module RCM, RMK, recruiting, marketing, and RCM, RMK now clubbed. They are not individual modules. Everyone who are entering into RCM, they should have the knowledge of RMK also. And onboarding, Employee Central, CDP, Succession Planning and Development, CDP, LMS, Learning Management System. Yeah, and compensation. Compensation in the sense salaries, compensation, bonuses, everything will be maintained in that. Learning management, since after joining the company, some email links will be get in your course of job to get through this exam for your promotion, to get through these skills in order to get your next hike, like that. Company will upgrade the skills of consultants by providing some learning skills, learning tools that will be automated through LMS system, learning management system. Some internal trainings, some internal courses which need to complete it, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's good to listen. Like there is no coding in the job.
Yes, 100% I said that there is no coding.
Yeah. So, what are the manual things we used to do in the previous culture? In the sense, we are maintaining data in hard copies and something like that. So, we are going to manage the data in software, means in the cloud service. That's what you are trying to say. The exact job what we are going to do if we get the click.
Yeah, yeah. Say for example, I'll just tell you one thing, Roshan.
Yeah.
I'll clarify your doubt on this. Say for example, if you are applying for a job in a Naukri portal, okay,
Okay.
you will click on the job link. Say
Right.
for example, you are applying for a field manager position. Just whenever you click on the apply button in the Naukri portal, it will pop up or open a window mentioning all the fields.
Right.
Fill in the data like first name, last name, email address, age, date of birth, marital status,
Yes.
location,
Yes.
pin code, address. These are all the fields will appear, right?
Right.
Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Kamal.
So how these fields are appearing in on that Naukri portal? There
So
will be a backend configuration, right?
yeah. Right. Right. So
Okay, for each and every field, in order to pop up the first name field on the Naukri web page, definitely there will be a backend coding,
right.
web designing, right? Web
Ex-
page design.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you will fill the data. Your name is Roshan in that field. In the open text box, you will type in Roshan. The
Right.
system will save the data.
Right.
Right. Similarly, you will configure the success factor system, but you need not to write first name coding behind the system, last name coding behind the system. There will be a first name field which is already built. You have to drag that field and you have to keep that field in the area of the screen, particular area of the screen. In the left side of the screen, you can see the first name field,
Okay. Okay.
whichever the field, standard fields you want. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to drag and drop over the particular area first name, and for
Okay.
that first name you have to just provide a key. Why? Because system can't understand the language. There should be a different language to the system.
Yes.
To
Yes.
capture the data first name Roshan, we need to provide a key, just like in xy first name, xz first name, anything. Key may be anything. Okay, that is the thing, just dragging and dropping. If you can see the system, you can easily understand. You can say it's nothing. But based on that, all the fields also, you have to keep some logics. Say, for example, if candidate fails to fill in the last name, an error message should pop up. Please fill in the last name. That is the requirement of your customer. You have to achieve that. For that also, you need not write any a big code or programming language you require. Just you keep write a error message. You type in the error message directly. You want to keep that field as mandatory, just enable the checkbox mandatory. It's a required field. It will appear as a mandatory field in the front end user interface. That's it. No need to build any logic here. Just you have to use the inbuilt logics in the system based on the requirement.